So we're always trying to make sure, obviously we're always running our business with safe and good food, and if we've done all those processes, we'd love to be able to export that to somebody that can really use it. Well, we prepare food that if we have extras from the night or from the day that we want to save for somebody to be picked up and donated, we want to chill it out first. If it's a hot food, spread it out on a large pan so that it cools off quickly, put it in a walk-in cupboard once it's cold, and then be able to collect it and package it for safe transport to the place that's going to use it.
When recovering foods, whether it's from a grocery store, wholesaler, restaurant, caterer, there are certain types of foods that can be donated safely. Some of the examples of those foods include fresh, uncut fruits and vegetables, bulk items like this 25-pound bag of rice or other grains, items from a bakery like bread or pastry, and grocery items like canned and boxed goods. Other items include frozen entrees, frozen meat. We also have prepared salads or sandwiches. Those are acceptable. Fresh meat and dairy products like milk, yogurt, and prepared foods that can be donated either frozen, chilled, or hot. Now we're going to talk about the proper way to monitor the temperature of those time and temperature control for safety foods that we talked about earlier. So Teresa, I just received this donation of mixed vegetables from a donor, and I want to make sure it's at the proper temperature. This was hot when I received it. Can you show me how to make sure I've got an accurate temperature on it?
Yes, and whenever you do that, you want to clean your thermometer first with an alcohol swab, and then you are going to check your temperature in 3 different places. And your temperature needs to be 135 degrees or above to receive hot foods hot.
Okay. Does it matter how long I keep the thermometer?
Yes, and the thermometer needs to stay in each area for 15 seconds or longer to make sure that it is to the correct temperature of 135 degrees or higher.
Okay. What if I got this chilled? Does the temperature change?
Yes, if you received the item chilled, you would receive it at 41 degrees or below.
Okay, but I would use the same technique.
Yes, you would use the same technique.
Great. And I know there's going to be times when I'm not going to be able to temp the food directly. Are there things I can look for to make sure I'm receiving food at an accurate temperature?
Yes, one of the things that you can do is you can check in the facility, you can check the temperature of the freezers and the refrigerators. Freezers should be at a temperature of 0 degrees or below. Refrigerators should be at a temperature of 41 degrees or below.
Okay. Now sometimes we get cases with many individual cups, say, of yogurt in them. Is there a way I can make sure the temperature of that is accurate?
Yes, you can take the temperature. You want to clean your thermometer off. You would put your thermometer into the yogurt and you would wait the 15 seconds, check your temperature, and it should be received at 41 degrees or below.
Okay.
And after you do that, you need to make sure that you throw the item away that you took the temperature of.
Great. All right. Thanks very much for the information.
You're welcome.
Here's a quick video today to talk about hand washing. These are the tools of our trade. You want to keep nice and clean at all times. So I want to start by turning the water on as hot as you can stand at about 100 degrees or so. Let that run for a minute to make sure the temperature is there. And you want to get a couple good squirts of a good hand soap. You want to wash the fronts and the backs of your hands for about 20 to 30 seconds. Paying attention, if you're wearing a watch or wedding ring, is probably the most jewelry you should have. Make sure to get around those and make sure they're nice and clean. After you've soaked this for about 20 seconds to 30 seconds, paying extra attention to the fingernails, go ahead and rinse it off. Use plenty of water, let it run freely around your hand, making sure to get the fronts and the backs underneath your fingernails, everywhere like that. And when you're done, use a disposable clean paper towel. Wipe your hands clean, your forearms, wherever you're washing. And then use the paper towel to turn off the water. Keeps everyone safe and happy and continue to serve great food. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Hey, Bill, how are you?
Hiya, Tony.
Mashed potatoes here for you, okay?
Thank you.
More than welcome.
Thanks so much, Chef Tony. We appreciate it. So we're here at Chef Tony's, and he's just brought us out a platter of mashed potatoes that he just took out of the cooler. So it should be at a safe temperature of 41 degrees or below, but just to be sure, we're going to have Bill temp it. Before that, I just want to let you know that Chef Tony followed the procedure and put the proper labeling on this container. You can see that it has the product name, it has the ingredients, including any allergens that this might contain, the date it was prepped, how long we have to use it, the temperature we should store it at, and if we need to get in touch with Chef Tony, his contact information is also on this label. All right, Bill, you can go ahead and temp it.
Okay.
Great. So first, Bill is going to use the alcohol swab to sanitize the thermometer. Great. He's now going to temp the mashed potatoes in 3 different places just to make sure that it's cooled throughout. We're going to make sure we do one in the center and then 2 other places. And he's going to make sure that he keeps the thermometer there for at least 15 seconds to make sure he's getting an accurate reading. And we can see that the thermometer is reading well below 41 degrees, so this has definitely been stored properly. Great. I'm going to put the lid back on while Bill cleans the thermometer. And Bill's going to go ahead and mark down on our tracking form what the temperature of the mashed potatoes were and also what time we've picked them up. Chef Tony has already filled out his portion of this form and indicated that the food is safe to be received. And now, Bill, you can go ahead and take this. He's going to put it in his insulated bag because we always want to keep cold food cold and hot food hot. And this food is ready to go to the recipient organization who can use it to feed the families that they serve.